surprised. Toastmasters is not only about speaking, it's also about knowing how to read the text. So, here we go. Valentine's Day Dinner by Dave Clark. My heart stopped in the middle of the operation. I woke up and I found myself floating upwards towards a great light. I could see my body flat out below me, raw red creek where the surgeon had been, but otherwise peaceful and serene, a frozen smile on my face. The scene played out in slow motion. The surgeon was barking insults and orders. The junior doctor was juggling inexpertly with the defibrillator, shocking my body with powerful electric jolts. The machine was beeping, which added to the general air of panic. I was the only one with any sense of perspective. I could see a light above me, drawing me to it like a moth drawn to a fire or lamp. I resisted though, didn't want to go up there just yet. I died about a minute later. I watched the flat line and heard the beep of the machine shrieking out the wall that I was dead. It was January 2nd, 2011, at approximately 11:15 a.m. It really spoiled my plans for the new year, you know. Above me, the light was still calling, but I wanted to see Karen before I left, to make sure she was all right. I followed my body to the mortuary. Karen came to see me sometime later. She stared blankly at my body for a while, and then just nodded and turned away. She was in floods of tears. I wished I was there to hug her. Really there, not just in floating mind. I didn't want to leave her after that. I decided to stick around, for a bit at least. I followed her tearful and careless drive home. No sooner had she walked in the house than she lit a cigarette. I was shocked. After what happened to me, had she really not learned anything about the dangers of smoking? In a rage, I picked up her cigarettes and threw them in the bin. It wasn't until afterwards that I realized how amazing it was, lifting a solid object when all I am is air and mind. I never realized until then that ghosts were real. I tried to avoid moving things. I didn't want to freak her out, to become some kind of poltergeist. I did turn off the gas once. That was the only other time I intervened with the physical world. She must have forgotten she'd switched it on when she'd started cooking, or something. She was like that after I died, short of energy, unable to complete a task. She barely ate for the first week. If it wasn't for her friends rallying around, she'd have faded to nothing. I've been here for a while. I've been here actually for a few weeks now, just keeping an eye on things. There isn't much I can do, just watch over her. I think she senses me sometimes, which I guess is a sign that I should move on. I don't want to unnerve her, to haunt her. I just want to know she's all right. I decided to stay until Valentine's Day. I'd planned to cook a special meal that day, a 3-course supper. So I thought, why not do it anyway, as a one-off treat? I may be dead, but I can lift things, move things, and it was a simple recipe. Well, it proved harder than I expected. I'd lifted a packet of cigarettes and switched off the gas, but I hadn't realized how much energy it had taken, how hard it would be to repeat that sort of one-off trick. There were so many things I needed to do, so many pots and pans and all the ingredients. It took me 7 attempts to just open the fridge. Then I had a mad fight with the bottle bin, which I used to prop the fridge door open. I was so drained after that, I could feel myself slipping away, but was determined to continue. I took 2 eggs out of the inside of the fridge door. However, I only managed to get them halfway across the kitchen before my hands faded away into nothing and the eggs splattered onto the floor, forming a pancake mix puddle. Crap. I tried to mop up my mess, but have you ever tried lifting a mop without having a body to lift it with? It's impossible. I felt like I was wrestling with 1,000 abstract snakes, and the mop clattered to the ground. I was drained. I decided to rest before carrying on, and it had worked. I managed to lift the next 2 eggs safely onto the worktop. However, I had less luck with the flour tip, and it crashed into the floor, flour gushing on top of the egg. I should have stopped and rested again. Realized that all my physical powers were eating away, but I panicked and rushed things. In turn, I split the milk, dropped the potatoes, broke the bottle of wine, and sent the cutlery drawer tumbling. I even managed, somehow, to wake the cat, and the cat never wakes up. I had similar lack of success with the mixing bowl, which fell onto the floor, luckily without breaking. At least it didn't break until all the saucepans crashed on top of it. Following the crash, Karen came running into the kitchen. She'd been sleeping upstairs, and I'd intended to wake her with an unexpected, nourishing meal. Instead, she'd woken up to what must have sounded like the end of the world. It wasn't until I saw the look of horror on Karen's face that I realized how stupid I was being. There was no point making her a romantic dinner. Who'd eat a meal that a ghost has cooked for them? All I was doing by hanging around was making it hard for her. I was dead. It was the time to grow up and act like a dead man. Karen had loved me. I knew that. Karen would always love me in a different, love for the absent way. But she would also live on, learn to live without me, learn to love others, perhaps. And that didn't concern me. My life ended just over a month ago. I can still feel the light above me, even though I can't see it. It's time for me to go. Goodbye, Karen. I really do love you, you know? Happy Valentine's Day.